Hello everybody, and this is Glenda Winkleman, and welcome back to Creative Grandma. This pattern I'm calling the Little Girl Pink Baby Afghan. Now this picture you're seeing here, it's folded in quarters to get it in the picture so you can see the stitch pattern better. This is a simple pattern of just single crochet going across one row, and you're going to alternate single crochet, and then this is a cross double crochet where you do a double crochet, chain one, and come back and work the second double crochet over the first. So for this here video, I'm going to do a short tutorial on just how to do the stitch pattern. So if you want to follow along with this video, go ahead and jump to the end, and you can print out a copy of the instructions or pause it and write them down and come back and follow along if you wish. Now for the sample swatch, I'm just going to do a short version. But before we do that, I did want to show you, I don't have a finished sample. All I have is a picture of one that I made previously that was done in blues, called the Little Boy Blue Baby Afghan. So this is beautiful, made in two different color blues for a boy, or in the two different color pinks for the girl. So I'll be right back with that picture of the Little Boy Blue one, and we'll start our sample swatch. I'm not sure how good this is showing up on the video, since it's a video of an actual photograph, but it gives you a rough idea of what it would look like done in the two different color blues. So if you get a copy of the instructions are only for the little girl pink, so you will have to choose the same amount of yarn, but you'll have to substitute and get a light blue and a medium blue, or a light blue and a dark blue, whatever two blues you want to work with the white. But this gives you an idea if you have a little boy. It's a very pretty Afghan. So okay, let's get started on our swatch, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for our sample swatch, if you want to work the stitch pattern along to get familiar with it, you're going to need three colors. You're going to need white, a light color, and a dark color, or whatever colors you choose to use. For the actual pattern, you need a size I9 crochet hook. Now for the video, I'm using a larger size so you can see the stitches a little bit better. So to begin our swatch, you're going to need to chain 17. So go ahead and get your chain started. Now this pattern starts with white, so whatever color you want to use, but if you're actually making the actual Afghan, go ahead and get started with your white. And I'll be right back when I get my chain ready. Okay, so I have my chain 17 ready. So we're going to begin row 1 of this stitch pattern. So row 1 is all we're going to do is do a row of single crochet across. So we chain 17. We're going to single crochet in the second chain from hook, yarn over, pull it through the chain, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on your hook. That's your first single crochet. And you're going to work a single crochet in each chain across. So when you get to the end of your row, you should have a total of 16 single crochet across. And if you're doing the pattern and you chain the 125, you should have a total of 124 single crochet across. So go ahead and work across, and I'll meet you at the end of row 1. I'm at the end of row 1, and as you can see, it's just one simple row of single crochet. Now for this pattern, you are going to be changing colors every row. So I'm just going to fasten off my white. Now for video purposes, I'm not weaving in my ends. I'm just going to let them in the back, and I'm going to work over them. You're going to turn your work. So to start row 2, you're going to take your next color that you want to use. In this case, I'm using and starting with the light blue. So for row 2, we're going to start and insert our hook into that first single crochet. you're going to pull your new color through and chain 3. That is your first double crochet. And when I work across, I keep my ends to the back, and then I just work my stitches right over those loose ends. So now you're going to work another double crochet in the next single crochet. So insert your hook into that next single crochet. You're going to put your yarn over the hook, pull it through that stitch, yarn over your hook, pull through 2 loops on hook, yarn over the hook and pull through 2 loops on your hook. That's a double crochet. So here's your first with that chain 3 and then your double crochet. So now we're going to start our cross double crochet, and this stitch is worked across the next 3 stitches. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a double crochet, so yarn over your hook. You're going to skip the next 2 stitches. You're going to insert your hook into the next single crochet. My ends are back there, don't let that confuse you. Yarn over your hook, pull through that stitch. Yarn over the hook, pull through the next 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over your hook, pull through 2 loops. So now you're going to chain 1, and you're going to work the second half of your crossed double crochet. So you're going to start working backwards to the right. So yarn over the hook, you're going to come back to the right, you're going to skip that first stitch to the right, and you're going to go into the next stitch, the first stitch that you skipped. So insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over, pull it through the stitch, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on, whoops, got ahead of myself, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. And this creates your cross double crochet. Your first double crochet is in the back, you chain 1, and then you work another double crochet to the right over top, which forms the cross. So let's do that again, and this is what you'll be doing across your row. If you're doing the Afghan, you'll work it all the way across. You're going to do a double crochet, so yarn over your hook. You're going to skip the next 2 single crochet. You're going to insert your hook into the next single crochet, yarn over, pull it through the stitch, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on hook, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on the hook. You're going to chain 1, and you're going to work back to the right of your work towards the right, yarn over your hook, and you're going to do a double crochet. You skip the first stitch on the right and go into the second, which would be the first stitch that you skipped. Yarn over, pull it through that stitch, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on the hook. And there you have your second cross double crochet made. I'll show it to you one more time. You're going to skip the next 2 stitches. You're going to do a double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1. You're going to come back to the right, skip the first stitch that you skipped, and go into the second stitch to the right, and you're going to work another double crochet. And since I'm already at the end of my row, I'll just go ahead and finish this row. So you're going to skip those next 2 stitches, work a double crochet in the next, chain 1, come back, skip the first previously skipped stitch, go into the second to the right of your work and work a double crochet. You're going to do that across your work until you get to the last 2 single crochet. Then you're going to work a double crochet into each one of those last 2 single crochet. And that is what your sample should look like. You have 2 double crochet, and then you have the cross double crochet. If you're working the swatch, you should have 4 cross double crochet and then 2 double crochet at the end. So we're going to go ahead and cut our work, fasten off. I just pulled that down. Now we're going to turn our work and we're going to do a row of single crochet. I'm just going to snip these ends off so it doesn't get confusing for you. You're going to bring your white up, just pull that new color through. You're going to chain one and you're going to work a single crochet in that top of that turning chain 3. You're just going to work a single crochet in each double crochet and each chain 1 space across. So when you get to the chain 1 space, make sure you pull that open real good. See the hole? Stick your hook in that hole and do a single crochet in the chain 1 space, and then finish across in each double crochet and each chain 1 space across, and I'll meet you at the end of row 3. I'm at the end of row 3, and this is what your sample should look like. So to continue working your Afghan, you will be repeating rows 2 and 3 throughout, alternating your colors: light blue, white, dark blue, white, or if you're making the little girl blanket, it would be light pink, white, dark pink, white. Or if you want to just make a full-size blanket, use whatever colors you like and whatever combinations you like. This just shows you the pattern stitch of what you will be doing. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Creative Grandma for the baby blanket. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.